The Tragedy of Cinema podcast is intended as a family-friendly program that by extension strives to be inclusive to all people regardless of their ethnicity, gender, creed, or any other identifying factors in this incredibly diverse world of ours. With that said, some of the films we discuss may contain serious subject matters or have content considered morally objectionable by today's standards. We do not intend to condone or dismiss these aspects of these films, but our primary focus will be on what we believe the film succeeds at, some fun facts, and our personal enjoyment factors of each film. With that said, we hope you enjoy the show.
Jimbo and Kyle take flight. 80s dreams are its delight. In the realm of black and white, movies and TV flow through the stories we all know. Silver screen tales unfold in the magic they bestow. The tragedy of cinema, when memories shimmer. Join us as we toast to the tales we love the most. Tragedy of cinema, where memories shimmer. Join us as we toast to the tales we love the most.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Tragedy of Cinema podcast. I'm your host, Jimbo.
And I'm your co-host, Kyle.
Kyle, today we are going to review year-in review of 2024. Yes, it's almost March, but hey, it's been a while.
We had some delays. Indiana, there's some snow that happens occasionally.
Right, so this is going to be a very interesting. We've been talking and throwing stuff back and forth at each other. So the way this is going to work is we're going to do our top 5 favorite movies and episodes we did last year, the worst movie that we did last year, best actor and actress, best supporting actor and actress, the worst actor and actress, and our best special effect out of all the movies that we saw last year. And Kyle's cheating a little bit, but that's okay. So, Kyle, for our top 5 movies, I'll let you start with, what is your number 5?
Number 5. So, I didn't put them in a particular order.
Of course you did,
because I'm a pretty cheater. But I favored, not necessarily my favorite movie, but I think the favorite episode we had a good recording of.
Well, let's say that for number 1, then.
No. But I'm thinking about for all the episodes I took, I favored our podcast recording of those movies, but they're also good movies in their own right too. So I thought it was a good movie, and we had a good podcast recording of them. So the first movie I written down was *Scent of Woman*, which we recorded just last year in around November, I think. And I really enjoyed that movie quite a bit. I feel like we had a great discussion about it and really enjoyed it. It was a surprise for you because you didn't know what to expect.
I never watched it before.
And it was one of my favorite personal movies. It was also one of my picks, so of course I'm going to favorite it a little bit.
And I'll throw another one in there just as an honorable mention. *Guarding Tess*. That was another one you picked that I thought was a really I never watched.
That one actually wasn't on my list, but
mine either. But
one of my personal favorites as well. I really enjoyed that quite a bit, obviously, and I feel like *Scent of Woman* was a great podcast episode. I enjoyed recording it with you and had a good time. So that was one of my first picks.
All right, number 5. Before I give you mine, I have an honorable mention.
Oh, okay. No.
I think we would do a disservice if we didn't mention our Jerry Pauly tribute episode.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Who sadly passed away Thanksgiving last year. He meant a lot to this podcast and his great friends. So I wanted to throw that out there because if you haven't listened to that one, that is just a great episode to listen to and way to honor a man's life and legacy. So, Kyle, for my number 5, I had Superman 2. From our Summer of Sequels series.
That's a great choice.
I think that is just an excellent movie all the way around. It's one of my favorite movies. Even as a kid growing up, I thought, that guy made me believe I could fly. And we didn't have all this Marvel Cinematic Universe. We only had a few, 66 Batmans, and then we had this. And then when Batman came out with Michael Keaton, to me, that started the revolutionary of the
Superman superhero
films.
And even then, it was like still a little kind of wishy-washy. Like
right,
it's nowhere near what we have today for reasons.
Right, right. So for me, I gave it to Superman 2.
That's fair, absolutely.
Kyle, number 4.
Okay, number 4. One of my favorite episodes we recorded, but also a great movie in its own right, was Desk Set. That was one of your picks. It came a complete surprise.
No, it wasn't my pick.
It was.
It was with
pick?
Sarah. Sarah was the special bonus episode that she came on.
Yep. Sorry, Sarah.
It was his favorite, but he forgot you were even part of it.
But it was a really good episode. I really enjoyed our recording of it, and it was a great movie in its own right. And just overall, it was an exceptional episode. I feel like we did a great job there and knocked it out. I love the computer. I love the drama. I love the stories we told about the actors.
Spencer Tracy
there was a lot to talk about and grab onto there, and I really enjoyed that quite a bit.
My number 4 may surprise a lot of people. It's a movie I had not watched yet, but it was The Killing Fields. When you start watching some of these movies that have a real-world story behind it, and the guy that was one of the actors was actually part of the story they're telling at the time it's still going on in the world.
Yeah.
What was his name? Dot Prowl something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
But I mean, just to watch that movie, it really opened your eyes to what a movie could be, and sometimes what a movie should be. Still staying true. So I thought it was a very, very good movie.
It's a very important film, at the very least.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was my number 4.
Okay. Moving on to my number 3. I chose this one because of the history we had recording that episode. But our 5th anniversary episode of Predator, which I feel like we recorded that 3 times.
Well, let's tell the story, Kyle. We were going to do this like 2 years ago, and we recorded it. It was like an hour and 45 minutes, and it was really a banger.
The best episode you've never heard.
We had that thing set, and we were on fire that day. It was just rolling, and the jokes were off the chart. And then somehow Jimbo forgot to save the recording. So we had to go. I was so mad. I told Kyle, I'm putting that on the shelf for a couple years. And that's what happened. So.
Yeah, exactly. We finally got around to it, and I feel like we still did a really good episode. And I'm also like one of my favorite movies of all time. Yeah. So I absolutely love that film. I'm happy we finally got to it.
Get to the job.
And it was an excellent episode. We got it out at the end of the day. So that was good.
My number 3 was another movie I had never watched before. Actually, all the rest on my list is movies I had never watched before we recorded the podcast, and this one was It's a Mad, 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 Mad World.
What a great movie. Yeah, that almost made my list too.
Those stars in that movie were all stars at that time, and it was a long movie, but man, it had me in stitches at some points. Yeah. I mean, what a great movie.
It's weird to compare it to like Avengers Endgame as like a level of like so many actors and so many personalities.
Because for that time period, that was like cream of the crop.
That was it. That was just everyone. Yeah,
great movie.
Just anyone was in that movie, and it was a great movie in its own right too. So yeah, absolutely a great choice, Jimbo. I appreciate it. Yeah.
All right, Kyle. Number 2.
Number 2 was more in the choice of like how good the movie was, but also we had a good episode of it. But the Bridge over River Kwai was my choice.
That almost made my list.
Yeah, that was a fantastic film, a great World War II flick, and just one of my favorite movies of all time. I've watched it probably half a dozen times and just loved it to death. And we had a great episode about it. I really was proud of what we got out of it, and really great history. So I love that episode a lot.
Yeah, I didn't know Alec Guinness played anything else other than Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan. The one role that he probably regrets the most.
and the one movie that he probably did the best in.
Exactly.
My number 2, going all the way back to 1932, Freaks.
That
was a very, very solid movie. Mm-hmm. It was very interesting to see the actually people with those disabilities playing the roles in that movie. And for something from 1932, it was very interesting, very dark, very twisted.
That movie was generations ahead of its time.
Oh, man.
In every respect. Truly an amazing film to both find now and also appreciate for its time, because it's astounding.
And I'll probably watch that again several more times before I die, hopefully. But
yeah.
Great film.
Mm-hmm. No, I completely agree with you. That was a great choice there. I agree with you on that choice as well. It was just that was an interesting film. Like, highly unusual. You never expect it, and it kind of floors you when you finally watch it and realize, like, they were cooking. They were really cooking there. All right, so my
All right, Kyle. This is Kyle's number one.
I put in no particular order. So that's where we go to episode 169, our episode of True Lies.
Out of all the movies you picked.
Truly. For one,
That
the
is
film,
such a true
the
lie.
film had been buried for so long because like they only released it I think on DVD and VHS. It didn't have a Blu-ray release for the longest time, and also it was impossible to get on digital formats. So it was a film that basically got reignited this year when it finally got re-released by James Cameron doing that really terrible 4K remaster of it. But still got the film out, so I got to really appreciate one of my favorite films from my youth, and also rewatch it again and really enjoy that as well. And also I feel like we had a great conversation about that episode, and it was a great episode overall. So that was the thing where the episode itself rises so high up that I feel like we got a great episode out of that.
So are you saying
Even
our
better than the
episode
film.
was in 4K UHD? Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. Pristine quality right there. All right, Jimbo, let's move on to your favorite actor.
All right. No. My number one, Kyle.
Oh, you're number one, right. Duh.
And it might be my favorite movie that we've ever covered on this podcast since its inception. Number one, Sunset Boulevard.
Ooh.
What an absolutely amazing film.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah.
About, what was her name, Norma Desmond or whatever, the washed-up actress that still thought she was in the title role. And that the guy that she wanted to come live at her house and basically fell in love with him, and then she ended up being psychotic at the end. Wow, I can't believe it's been... I had never watched that movie before, but it is such a good movie. If you haven't watched Sunset Boulevard, do yourself a favor and go watch that. Was it in black and white, I do believe?
Yeah, black and white.
Great movie.
Yeah, but absolutely groundbreaking, rich in history, and also social commentary for the time.
And you also had several of the silent actors in there too.
Yeah.
Which was great to see. So...
Yeah, truly. Excellent film, excellent commentary. Just an amazing film in its own right. And also just, once again, just dense in history. It's a film that exists for its era, but also transcends it. It's a great film. Yeah.
All right, Kyle, we've come to the time for the worst movie that we covered last season. And if you've listened long enough, you probably already know what it's going to be. Because, when we do this podcast, sometimes we just... throw out a movie. Oh, that cover looks good. Right, that poster looks good. See The Adventure of Buckaroo Banzai in the Eighth Dimension. But I will have to say the worst movie that we covered was Corvette Summer.
In Jimbo, I am in full agreement because I chose it for my same movie, the worst movie we watched last year.
I love Mark Hamill to pieces. He is Luke Skywalker. He is the Joker. Mm-hmm. He is not cool in Corvette Summer. No. But I will throw another one out, Kyle, an honorable mention.
Honorable mention for
I have this one because, yes. Mm-hmm. And that is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze, where they weren't even allowed to use their weapons. Mm-hmm. I think Donatello used his bow staff one time because all the people were upset about violence. The kids were seeing the violence with their weapons.
Think of the children.
And then their Super Shredder was... Kevin Nash, boring. But it was just terrible.
Yeah.
He died under the docks.
Yeah.
And then the two mutant enemies were supposed to be like Bebop and Rocksteady with like a ball-headed bird.
Just a wet fart of a movie.
That was bad too. So those are two. All right, Kyle. Give me your best actor and actress.
Okay, for my favorite actor and actress, I wouldn't be surprised if we might cross over on this one. My favorite actor was actually Christopher Reeve in Superman 2.
Exactly.
I feel like it was a great opportunity to discuss his life story and also his incredible acting in the film Superman 2, and also just how well of an actor he did for many other films he did. What was the other film we covered about him? The one for the play?
Noises Off.
Noises Off. He also did that one with Christopher Reeve as well.
And that was really great to see his range of acting there. Mm-hmm. And if you've never seen Somewhere in Time, that's another great movie that he was in with Jane Seymour.
So, of the actors we covered last year, Christopher Reeve
and I am agreed with that one. Yeah. So who's your favorite actress?
Actress, I put down Sigourney Weaver for Aliens. I think she's had a tremendous career and a lot of interesting roles for the past 40 plus years now. or 50 years now. So I put her down. Who'd you put down for favorite actress?
I put down Gloria Swanson from Sunset Boulevard.
That's
she
an
played
excellent
Norma
choice as
Desmond.
well.
I mean, she was just creepy in that role. I mean, nailed it.
Role of a lifetime for her, truly. And amazing to have that after you're basically retired.
I'm ready for my close-up.
Exactly. Yeah, truly.
All right, Kyle. So, the best supporting actor and actresses, Kyle?
This is where we kind of win some interesting. We'll probably have some different choices, but I put for best supporting actor. I put Danny DeVito in *Romancing of the Stone*.
That's a great pick. That's a really great pick.
I feel like he really brought that comedy to the film. He stole every scene he had, and it was a great film, but even better film because he was in it. So that was one of those films where we covered very well.
It really is.
How about you for best supporting actor?
Best supporting actor, I put Phil Silvers from It's a Mad, 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 Mad World playing Otto Meyer. He was the guy that went up in the car, and the car went down in the river, and he's going down the river.
I would have chose the.
I know
the actor who took down the entire shop.
Buddy Hackett, or what, the one that took down the entire tire shop. I thought that's where you were going to go with it.
Yeah, that's been a great choice as well. For my best supporting actress, I put down. And granted, she's also basically a co-lead, but I put down Shirley MacLaine in Guarding Tess just because also amazing career in her own right too. She's still alive, I think she's over 100 years old now. I think right around her mid-90s, but she's an amazing actress and love her to death. So it was a great film.
For me, for a supporting actress from It's a Mad, 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 Mad World, Ethel Merman as Mrs. Marcus, the screaming mother.
Played a cliche and just ran right into it.
And she just. Yeah, so
I chewed every scene she had. It was good.
And honestly, you could have picked anybody from It's a Mad, Mad, Mad World because you would be right because every single one in that movie was great. Mm-hmm. All right, Kyle. This is where Kyle cheated.
Where I cheated. Mm-hmm.
He didn't want to give a worst actor and actress, so I took it upon myself to do it. So, yes, you probably know the worst actor from what we did last year is, of course, and I like the guy, but Mark Hamill in Corvette Summer, where he played Kenneth Danley Jr. That movie to me is just, if I ever go back, which I probably won't, but if I ever go back and watch Corvette Summer, I wonder if it hit differently. I doubt it, but it was bad.
But if you had a time machine, you go back and just slap yourself as soon as you suggest it and go, no.
And for my worst actress in a movie performance from last year, Kyle, this one is Kate Capshaw. She played Willie Scott in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom from our Summer of Seagulls, where she was over the top of her acting and just annoying to a point. So those were my two performances, if you will.
I think those are some very fair choices right there, too. I was also considering the Indiana Jones role and kind of going through there in my head, but I decided not to. I decided to skip both worst actor and worst actress, so I just didn't want to do that this year.
Okay, so you got to get 4 people next year.
Make it for lost time. I hate everyone.
All right, and our last little piece is the best special effect that you saw in a movie.
Yeah, for my choice, that was the Alien Queen fight in Aliens. So I wanted to see
where she got into the
the excavator loading day thing and actually fought the Alien Queen. Get away from her, you itch! And and just had a great little fight there and fought the Alien Queen. It was a great piece of special effects and loved the fight to death. Just love the whole scene. So that was my choice. How about you, Jimbo? What was your choice for special effects?
I think the one shot, if I went back all year, and the one shot that sticks with me is again from my number one movie, Sunset Boulevard, where it opens up. And you see the guy floating in the pool, and you see him they're shooting from the bottom, and the police are shooting the thing at the top. I think that is one of the best cinematography shots that I have seen in a movie, especially a movie that old.
For a practical effect, being incredible.
Great.
Yeah. Great, smart working now.
So there you have it. That's our 2024 Tragedy Awards. But Kyle, before we end this episode, we do have some sad breaking news. Just yesterday, we lost an actress and an actor. So first off, we'll start with Michelle Trachtenberg, 39 years old.
Yeah, way too young.
She was in Buffy the Vampire Slayer as, I believe, Donna Summers.
Dawn Summers, yeah, Buffy's younger sister.
And then she was in Gossip Girl, I believe. She was in Eurotrip.
Yeah. She had a lot of for like a very limited kind of career, basically in her 20s and her early teenage years, she had a lot of great roles and really succeeded as an actress, I feel like. And it was incredibly sad. She apparently, I don't know if that's actually fully confirmed yet, but it appears that she had a failed liver transplant that caused her unfortunate demise. And it's incredibly sad. 39 is just way too young. You probably have a lifetime to live after that, after 39. And to have those years lost is incredibly, incredibly sad. Mm-hmm. All sympathies to her family and to her friends, obviously. And,
and this podcast.
Yeah, and this podcast, yeah.
And then we lost an icon.
Absolutely.
95 years old. We lost Gene Hackman. Best known for his roles probably in Unforgiven, Lex Luthor in Superman 1 and 2 and 3.
Yeah. Or I think with Denzel, where he's in the submarine. I can't remember the name of it. Changing Tide, Rising Tides, I think it was.
He was in Hoosiers, where he was a basketball coach.
For Indiana fans.
He was the French Connection. He was in a lot of stuff.
Oh, Legendary Film might be his most iconic film, French Connection. French Connection 2. Might be his most iconic film is French Connection, French Connection 2.
But he was 95. It was him, his wife, and their dog. They found dead in their house. So... Yeah. We're still waiting on details to emerge about what happened there, but one's got to believe. The cops said they don't believe there was any foul play, so I'm thinking something along the lines like carbon monoxide poisoning or something like that.
Yeah, some unfortunate accident, sounds like.
Just really sad, so...
Yeah, once again, sympathies to, once again, all family and friends, and,
and I was just listening to one of our episodes on the way to work the other day, and I made the comment, hey, the next couple of years is probably going to be rough with losing some legends of cinema. Mm-hmm. And this just might be the tip of the iceberg. So
tip of the iceberg, or the first domino to fall in a list of actors who are, in their senior age, might just have to, might just be their time to pass. So, be prepared for kind of a regularity on this podcast. Be like, we were talking about this amazing actor who unfortunately passed away. That could be a thing that kind of regularly occurs on this podcast as we talk about the news, and that's unfortunate, but it's a reality of life, unfortunately.
And when you hear something like that, go back and watch your favorite movie, or maybe a movie you've never seen them in a role, and let their legacy live on. So
go watch Ice Princess. It's a good Disney film. That was terrible. I guess one thing, on a personal note, I don't want to mean this as a joke, but I do tend to typically kind of joke a little bit. Like, at a certain age, I try not to get sad when people pass away because they lived a long, good life. So in that respect, Gene Hackman, he had 95 years on this earth. He had a legendary acting career. He lived a good life as far as I can tell, and so I'm proud of him for that kind of scenario. So at that point, it's not to be sad about his ending, but also to be celebrated for what he accomplished in his long, dear life, and I really appreciate that. So good for Gene Hackman, 95.
So right there, you never know when it's your time, because right there is an example of two opposite ends of the spectrum, 95, 39.
Yeah.
Make sure you make every day count. So
absolutely, how fragile life can be.
Right. So with that being said, I think this episode's coming to a close, and that's a wrap.
And cut.
When memories shimmer, join us as we toast to the tales we love the most. The tragedy of cinema. When memories shimmer, join us as we toast to the tales we love the most. Those we love the most. The tragedy of cinema.